Does the countdown for us.
Greetings and salutations, you cocky motherfuckers. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, Frank?
I'm okay.
Look, by sitting a whole foot and a half in front of you, I look your size.
I see.
Oh, fuck you. Have a sense of humor.
Frank.
I know. This is a completely inappropriate podcast. I am Tony along with Mr. And you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you want. We'll give it to you, baby. We'll give it to you good. Frank, get the fuck off the phone. We're already recording.
Oh, I'm like, did I?
I know. There's always an just. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Watch, my phone's. If something's gonna go off of mine after I bitch at you. Anyway, you can find us at anywhere you find your Rogan right now, at least until November. Take a shot. I noticed you counted the last episode. What was up with that?
Yeah, well, so we can give a fucking warning to our listeners, because I'm pretty sure there's at least one that always busts out a bottle before listening to the show and is pretty disappointed.
I think that's asking a lot.
And is pretty disappointed that that we don't mention him at all.
He who shall not be named.
And then, and I'm like, okay, so if you're playing along, this is the episode to do it in.
Yeah, I mean, what if we never brought it up again? Do you think we'd ever hear about it? Probably not, because we don't have any listeners.
Oh, there's chance.
How many of you are out there?
Heavenly,
we need you guys to sound off. I want an email from each of you. This is your homework, ladies and gentlemen. Get on the email. Go to @completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com and let us know you exist. Because I'm starting to think we have nothing but a bunch of Russian bots following us. They see red and blue on our logo and they just assume that we're a political faction and they've got to get us right where they want us.
Mm-hmm.
No?
That could be.
What if, though?
What if?
But what if? What if Russia was actually
the good guys?
What if Russia was actually the good guys and they're trying to influence our elections for the reason of actually making the United States a more cohesive and unified society?
Yeah, because I've always thought that. I'm like, if the three biggest baddies are fucking, or
actually the benevolent ones,
if the three fucking most powerful countries are the US, Russia, and Israel, why not just start our own little fucking group?
Is Asia not in there?
What? Russia's part of Asia.
Oh, mic drop.
Yeah, it's
all
your
right.
bad.
Well, you know what? I didn't go to college.
Yeah, you did. You took dance.
I did theater arts.
Oh,
it wasn't dance.
That
I did dance in junior high and 5th grade. Yeah.
I thought you went to college for lesbian interpretive dance.
No, but I'd love to interpret some lesbian lesbian dancing. I would love to interpret it, but I don't know, man. I was trying to yes and that, but it was fucking terrible. I don't know why you say some things.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I speak to you at all, but much less why you say the things you do.
Because you have nothing better to do with
I've
your
got
time.
no one to talk to, except for my son in the other room.
Yeah.
I can talk to him all day, but...
So you don't need me right now?
Well, he's on the spectrum and has trouble holding conversations sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Womp womp. I know. I get looks so bad when I say things, because it's just a reality of my life, so I don't consider it like a mean thing to say. Like, I teach him, like, hey, you got to let people know, like, when they get frustrated with you, that you're sorry that you're not, but you're trying your best to speak in a way that they can understand. Like, yes, sir, I know. Like, okay. And then we let it go. Like, don't know if he remembers, don't know how much he retains. He's got a hell of a he's a real smart kid, but he's just like any other kid. You don't know how much they're actually paying attention to you. Exactly. Big old kid.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
Cool. So speaking of which, what if where to go?
What if
Yeah.
But what if, Frank?
Like, would you rather be your current age forever and ever, or be 6 years old forever and ever?
So what if I was my age now?
Yeah, but for the rest of eternity.
Now or 6? Am I assuming that are we stuck in time? Like, is my family still the same age too, or do I forever?
No, everyone ages except you.
Oh, so I'm just eternally a child with no fucking
Yeah.
sentience of my own, or no? That's retarded. Why would anybody choose that? I'm literally at the prime of my life at 31. I've never been in better shape or had better mental, clarity and shit. So. No, why would I ever choose to go back to 6 years old? I don't even remember being 6.
I sometimes do.
All right, what's your answer to that then? Would you rather be 6 forever?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So what would you do once your parents and everybody grew up and like you run to the last family member in your tree, Then you're just a 6-year-old out. Like, what are you doing? You just have to fend for yourself. Are you gonna end up living and do you have the mentality of a 6-year-old, or are you some fucking creep like that fucking Amelia or whatever the orphan? You remember the movie?
Oh
Orphan?
yeah, the orphan. Yeah.
Yeah, where it
I
was
wonder what happened to that chick.
a little Russian,
Because she was everywhere
30-year-old something.
that year. Those 3 years, she was everywhere, and she just disappeared.
What are you talking about?
The chick from the orphan.
You mean the actress?
Yeah.
You're concerned about the child actress that played the orphan?
I want to know what happened to her. Like, does she still act, and I just haven't seen her? Did she choose a different route? I don't know, because she was everywhere, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna be a fucking big name actress one of these days.
Yeah, there was some chops there. It's very offset. It's offsetting when kids play such good dark roles like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of another example of that, but I can't.
That movie with Macaulay Culkin.
Hey, but I want to know what. Oh yeah, The Good Son. The Good Son
The
was
Good Son.
fucking good. That was good, son. Hey, anyway, I want to know, what if you were a daddy? What if you found out today that you had knocked up an ex of yours, and all of a sudden you're a new father of a 4-year-old?
I wouldn't know what to do with my life, because right now I'm not anywhere near prepared for a fucking...
Well, what do you think it would
Um,
inspire you to do?
What do you mean?
Do you think it would get your ass in gear to make any moves, or would you basically just be stuck asking people for fucking money and handouts?
Well,
and
I'm not
shit?
going to be asking people for money, because in my
Well, what are you gonna do?
situation, I can't start looking for a job till fucking next month.
You can't, or
I
there's no
cannot.
point in it.
No, like, I
Okay.
cannot, because the thing will my felony will pop up and I'll be turned down. And
You are literally unhireable.
yeah.
What if it's a location that doesn't care about felonies at all?
Yeah, then I'd take it. I'd find a way to fucking get my ass there, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to do that. I mean, is public transportation an option?
It is, but I don't know if it go. Well, I gotta
That would
find out where fucking.
I mean,
They're
I can
gonna
get
hire me
you
first.
I can get you a job, but it would require you to wake up at like 4 in the morning if you're gonna take the bus over here every fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah, how that works. You need to buy a fucking moped.
Maybe.
That's what you should look into, a motorcycle or a moped. They're fucking
Yeah.
so much cheaper anyway.
Yeah, I think my credit's good enough.
Easier to
for a
maintain.
fucking bike. Shit ton of interest, but it's good enough.
Depends on your down payment.
I have nothing for a down payment.
Woo, baller. Well, what if what if you had a kid that just walked through the door today, man? So so you'd find a job.
Yeah.
Would you consider marriage at that point?
No.
Aha, so you still don't believe in marriage?
Well, no.
No, it's not even circumstantial.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, so these are all some what ifs off the top of my head. What are some what ifs you got written
The
down?
what
that
ifs
we're
that
discussing
we
earlier?
wrote down. What if this was your idea? What if
we did a what if episode? I guess that was the whole point of this. In case you guys haven't fucking figured it out by now, With all the what ifs, this is the what if episode. We just thought we'd have a little fun and play this little game. Try and be a little more structured than the last fucking episode. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
So, Frank.
Yeah.
What's on the list?
So this is your idea. What if sperm tasted like honey? Would you eat it?
I love how you have to clarify. It was just the most obnoxious question I could think of. But yeah, what if sperm tasted good? Would you try and shoot it into your own mouth?
No.
Why not?
Because
Why not? If it's literally, I feel like if it legit tasted good, we would be milked as a fucking protein source. The problem is that it's not a pleasurable consistency for one, and I don't know if you've ever smelled an old crusty sock on accident, but it's not a pleasant smell.
I haven't.
Neither have I. I just assume it's so bad. I was so gross. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this one. Okay. What was this? I threw myself
I
off
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't taste my own baby gravy.
Okay, would you taste somebody else's then if it tasted like...
No.
What's your favorite
That's the
fruit,
same
for
thing.
instance, or your favorite dessert?
I
What's your favorite dessert?
I love cheesecake. So there's that.
Okay, so you got cheesecake. So what if you could jizz cheesecake in your mouth?
No. No, I wouldn't fucking do that. That's what it's the whole thing is that I guess you can say I was haunted by that anecdote shared by my friend of that girl in college that, you know, was looking under the microscope and was like, sir, what is that? And the guy's like, that's sperm.
Oh, were you the one who mentioned that last week? Yeah, that was so weird. I forgot that you said that story.
So that thing stuck in my mind, and I'm like...
So they did a cheek swab on this girl in the science class, and they put her under a microscope, and she's like, Professor, what's this in my petri dish? And he looks into it, and he notices sperm crawling around and embarrasses the shit out of her. She goes running out crying. Science, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. This is why Christians don't look at science textbooks.
Yeah. So it got me wondering. I'm like, do I have my own sea monkeys in my mouth?
Why would you have them in your
because
mouth?
If they
masturbating and then
not
washing your hands?
No,
maybe,
because
brushing
if they linger for a while, I don't know how long it had been since she had swallowed a load, but you know, if it lingers for days or weeks, like, you know.
No, I don't know. What's the question? Because
you do the deed with your woman, right? And then there's guys that will not kiss a woman after a blowjob.
Oh, so you're saying, but if you kiss her after a blowjob, are you carrying your own?
Yeah, but not necessarily, like not immediately after blowjob.
But in general,
the next day.
Oh, are you one of those? Do you have trouble kissing the girl after she's gone down on you?
No.
Are you like, oh no, you had your mouth on my cock, I can't have it back on my mouth now?
No, because I've had her fucking cookie in my mouth.
Yeah, it's just like, so it's like, it's live and let live. Live and let live. Fair is fair. Or do you know? No, we've already gone down on each other. That's it for the kissing. No can do. Such assholes. Yeah. What if, man? So what if? What's the next what if?
Yeah, so I wouldn't do that. What else?
No, I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
But I think we would though. I think we would as a society. No, I think I probably would. Would I?
Your curiosity would get the best of you.
I've been curious enough to want to taste it as it is, but I never did because I know how a girl's tastes, and it's not like exactly a delicacy or anything. Like,
yeah, but the taste, I guess the aftertaste depends on your diet. So, yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I just drink a lot of water.
Yeah, like asparagus makes it all stinky and funky.
I'm kind enough to drink a lot of water, so it just slides right down. The pH balance is nice. So I'm told. It's never been discussed. I don't know why I say it was told. Anyway, so what's next on the list? This one's gone on long enough.
If you could only cure one
These are supposed to be what ifs, and you just ask like questions.
Which would it be?
Okay, what if you could cure one disease? What would it be?
Yeah.
You got to turn them all into what if questions,
Okay,
Frank.
what
This is a
if-
what if episode.
What if?
So what if you could cure one disease?
Yeah. What would it be?
What would it be for you? Let's you answer first.
The first one that comes to mind is cancer, because cancer is like.
But
everywhere.
okay, so I have a problem with that because it's like me saying like I want to cure autism. Like, well, what? There's all these. It's a.
There's different.
It's a
sects of it.
spectrum.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So-
well, then I'd like to cure all genetic abnormalities. Like, well, that kind of cures everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like anything as far as that goes. I don't know. What would you cure?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is cancer, because there's so
But
many
what kind of
fucking
cancer?
divisions of it.
Which
But I
cancer
have
matters
to
more to
narrow
you?
it down. I am not sure.
I'd probably the. Is it not Hodgkin's lymphoma, the one that affects the kids the most? I'd say
I
I'd
think
assume you'd
so.
want to get rid of the one that affects the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, if
what's
you're
it
gonna
called?
go for just one cancer, go the one with the. I'm sorry, I just hijacked your answer there.
No, I'm thinking. What is it? The lymphomia?
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. But yeah. I wouldn't. I guess I'd narrow it down that way. Which one has affected kids the most? And then that particular
Leukemia.
cancer. Yeah.
Cervical cancer. Wow, got
There's
dark.
Testicular cancer.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to come up with all the women ones though for
Oh.
some reason.
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer,
That's
obviously.
one.
Anyway, moving on because this is getting depressing. Oh wait, no, I need to cure a disease.
Yeah.
If I could cure a disease, it would be assholes. I would cure all assholes.
So in other words, you would fix me.
I would fix all of us. I would just make us all love each other. I think the biggest disease. The biggest disease if I could cure humans. Mass extinction of the human race.
Oh, fucking Ultron over here.
No, he only got rid of half the population. That was his
No,
problem.
that's Thanos.
Oh, who'd you say?
Ultron.
Ultron. Ultron tried to get rid of everybody?
Yeah, and that the
I
only
only
salvation for
vaguely
humanity
remember.
is to destroy itself.
Wait, so was that basically the same fucking movie?
No. Ultron wanted a robot revolution.
I think I own that one. I guess I should go back and watch that.
Yeah, so he wanted to end all humans.
Oh, no. You're talking about fucking the Robo Wars. What is it?
No, what? No, I'm talking about Ultron.
Transistors.
What? No, I'm talking about Ultron.
Transistors. Yeah, on the Transistors movie
No, the Avengers.
with Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Transformers.
No.
Isn't Ultra? Yeah,
No. That's Megatron.
I know, but isn't Ultron part of Megatron?
I think it's Ultra
At some
Magnus?
point at the beginning of this, I was fucking with you, and now I really don't know what I'm thinking, what I know now.
You're thinking Ultra Magnus, but I'm like, yeah, you're probably thinking Ultra Magnus.
So Age of Ultron was an Avengers movie?
Yeah.
I feel like you're wrong.
No, it's fucking comic books.
It's
I can't
breaking
be
my
wrong.
brain right now. I can't do it. All right. So what if I knew at all what the hell you were talking about at any point of these recordings? What's the next? Did I answer? No.
Yeah, you said you cured.
ocular degeneration.
Oh, okay.
I feel like people need to see. Like I feel like everybody. I wish I could cure blindness, like and ocular problems. Like I feel like eyesight just can change everything, for a person. And yeah, I'd go with that one because everybody at some point suffers from ocular. So if you could just see till the end, like I don't see anything wrong with that. I guess unless you live in like a real shitty place, but there's beauty everywhere. You could always see the
Mhm.
beauty if you could always see.
Yeah.
And I'm not to say that you can if you're blind. More power to you. You've lived a life much harder than mine. Much different anyway.
So you would cure something that would benefit yourself.
That would benefit everybody.
Right, but also you.
Well, yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, because not everybody. The percentages, I would be helping more people than you would be by curing cancer.
Yeah, because I had to
So
narrow
just
down to one.
just
specific
percentages. There's more people that
Yeah.
need eyeglasses to begin with than
Yeah.
need any form of, any specific cancer treatment. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't. It's a good one. I'm so proud of I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. All right, give us another one. Give us another good one.
Okay. Oh, if you could trade lives, what if you could trade lives for a year with anyone? Who would it be?
Do we have to choose the year too? Like, can we choose just to make it a little more entertaining? Because I've got a very specific answer for this.
Okay.
If I could trade a year of my life with anybody, and let's take it a step further. We get rid of that year. So I would give my year 2020. Ooh. I don't know which year I'd want to live of his life. Okay, so it's a toss-up between two different years of this gentleman's life. It would either be the last year of his life that I'd want to live, or I would want to live the time where he was traveling in Asia. At least one of the years that he was traveling in Asia during this time period that we don't know where he was at. And I would trade probably my birth year, because I wouldn't remember it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I would trade lives with Jesus Christ. I would want to live through the crucifixion and that whole thing. It would be the ultimate experience of living. Like, you want to live like Jesus, fucking live like the worst part of it. Fucking go all in, So yeah, I would give up any year of my life except for the year my son was born. I wouldn't give up that one.
Okay.
But I think I could get rid of any year of my life other than that one. Yeah. But regardless, if I could just trade lives for a year with Jesus and pick a year, I would want to live the last year of his life. That way I save him from the trouble, And we switch back. He goes straight to heaven. I go back to my wife and kid, and I'm not actually dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I've suffered and humbled but damn, mic drop. Beat that. I should have let you go first.
That is a very Christian answer.
How is it a Christian answer?
Because any Christian would say, I would trade lives with Jesus.
Nah, man. I mean, that was an afterthought that it would be like, I'd be relieving him of that year. I wasn't really thinking that. It's literally just like, well, let's see if I had the fortitude to be as strong as the strongest man in history. You know what I mean? It's a selfish thing. It's a pride thing. Pride cometh before the fall. But if you choose to fall for pride, then you're fine. I don't know. I'm so full of shit, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go for that other guy, the fuck was his name? Mithras? Fucking Buddha?
Buddha?
Yeah.
It was not Mithras, you fucking... Siddhartha.
Yeah,
That's a
there you
good
go.
one, too. But the thing about Siddhartha was it was the experience of the entirety of his life that got him to Dharma, to experience Dharma. It was each step of his living that he came away in the end that none of it mattered. I don't feel I need to. I feel pretty Buddha, dude. I do that. It's a real arrogant thing to say. I don't know. I get all up in my feels, but it's real easy for me to get over that shit nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, I don't suffer through like serious depression anymore. Like, I'll have like a bad hour, and then I'm like, all right, well, what are we doing now? There's now to worry about. Like, be in the now and you're fine, dude. Like, I've still got my feet under. Let's go for a run if I still can't fucking catch my breath, 9 times out of 10, it's a physical thing that's got me fucking feeling all wobbly. Anyway. But yeah, Jesus. Who would you switch with?
I
for
don't
a
know.
year? Me?
I really don't know.
You want to live my life for a year?
Like, I don't...
Pretty nice.
There's
It's
no one
not too bad
that I can think of that I'm like, or ever really, that I'm like, man, I would like to live their life.
Elon Musk?
One day.
Yeah, okay, if we're
1
talking about a
year.
real person that's alive now, I would go Elon Musk. That would be my definite run. And that would definitely be this fucking year. I mean, all the shit he's doing with SpaceX, like, unless we get to the point where he's going to Mars, and I'd rather choose that year of his life. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd take Elon Musk any year of his fucking life. He's just lived such a fucking interesting one. Such a pedestrian. I'm such a pedestrian.
Okay.
Who do you pick?
I don't know.
Stan Lee.
No, well...
I could see you wanting to be Stan Lee for a year.
Because I was thinking, I'm
The
like...
year he did Mallrats.
I'm like, maybe... I'm thinking of like, maybe Hugh Hefner, but I'm like...
Oh, God.
What year, though?
Before or
I
after
don't
the
know.
herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea?
Well, before, because I'd like to get laid.
He lived till he was
Um,
like 99. How old was he?
I don't know. It was pretty high up there.
Hey Siri, how old was Hugh Hefner when he died?
He was pretty high up there. So
Teen at age 91 in Playboy Man.
There you go, 91. 91. He made it to 90, so as long as his tally's still accurate, I guess there's no trouble.
Yeah.
Which, assuming it did, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Do we assume he did? Have the women talked about... I'd rather not discuss a 91-year-old man's penis. So what if, man?
Yeah, so then, already asked that one. What if you could remember everything that ever happened to you?
I would shoot myself.
Really?
Yeah, I would kill myself.
Hmm.
I would kill myself. Because there's much more like blah moments in life than anything. Like just everyday moments that don't affect you. And if you had to remember all that, it would inundate you, would overpower any good moments you had.
Hmm.
And even in the good moments, like they're only amazing moments because they overpowered some bad moments. So you'd remember those bad moments equally as good as the good moments, and then you'd have more blah moments, so the good and the bad would cancel each other out, and you just live a blah life. You'd end up killing your fucking self. Because you can't selectively remember shit that you want to, and selectively forget the shit you want to.
Maybe.
I'd fucking kill myself. Fuck.
Yeah, because there was this YouTube video I saw of this girl, confessing, I guess, that she remembers everything, like every fucking thing in her life. So much so that her parents freaked the fuck out because she could remember being born.
That's fucked.
Yeah. And so then the parents weren't having it. And they took her to a psychologist.
They thought she
whoever
was
the
just
fuck-
making it up, but she was being accurate
Yeah.
with her descriptions.
Yeah, so then they gave her meds to forget things.
That doesn't make sense.
And she started doing poorly in school because she would forget things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then it turns out the mother didn't want her to remember everything because this girl was born a twin. And her brother was given to her aunt, her mother's sister, fucking, because she couldn't have any kids. And so, yeah, they grew up as cousins, but they were actually brother and sister.
And she knew it the whole time?
No, she started remembering. She's like,
What do you mean she started remembering? If she remembered the whole time from the get-go, everything that ever happened to her, so that means she knew she had a brother from the beginning.
But then she was taking fucking pills to forget.
But before that,
then-
she would have known that her cousin was her brother, before the pills.
Right.
So this story
then-
falls apart a little bit, doesn't it there, Frank?
Well, it was her account, so I'm not gonna say like last time. Yes, this actually fucking happened. It's
I
true.
don't know. I
So-
smell fishes.
Yeah, but what happened? No, yeah, that's why they gave her fucking pills to forget, because they didn't want her to remember that she had a brother, and then eventually she did remember, and then so yeah, that happened. So yeah, I wouldn't want to remember everything.
Not a damn thing.
No, I'm good with my current memory.
All right,
So-
now what if you lived your entire life with Alzheimer's?
Oh, that would suck.
What if you didn't remember anything?
That would suck. I would say I would hate life, but I wouldn't remember.
I guess, would you be an eternal child? I guess you would, right? Because
Yeah.
you'd never retain any information. All right, so boring question. You'd just be a vegetable, I guess, if you were born with no memory. I wonder if that's an actual thing, if you can actually be born with no memory. Like, you just never remember.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll have
Yeah,
to look that one up. Maybe find it for a meme, but informational, not something funny.
Oh, okay.
I guess that one would have to be kind of serious. Like, hey guys, this is what we were talking about. Like, it does exist, being born with no memory.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's not something you can make fun of.
Yeah.
So what if, Frank?
What if what?
What if? What's the what
well,
next one?
it would suck. Oh, you mean the next one?
Yeah, what's the next one?
What if you could live forever, but it was always 2020?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What if, Frank?
What if?
What if this was
not that bad?
How's your year been?
It's been like we.
Now that's not to say you can't build on it. Like it's just every year is just the same actions repeat itself. I don't know.
Groundhog Day.
I guess, but you could still affect your life. Like you could still build a business around it. Like you're still living a life.
But then come December 31st, everything resets.
God, so you have a Groundhog's Day for the year.
Every year.
No, but I would rather there be consequences, because then you're just eliminating consequences. You do whatever you can for the year and hope you don't get caught for the entire year, and if not, well, it resets anyway.
Yeah, but if you do it that way, then it's life going on. It's just that every year after that is 2020. So there is progression.
I feel like this is a great Netflix special. Like you do an entire season of a year of somebody's life, and then they die, and it resets, and the next season starts, and it's the exact same season. Everything the same happens, but the character is aware of it. The one character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's just like minute things change throughout the second season, and then by the third season they figured it out because it's been an entire year, and that they, so they figured it out, right? By the third season they actually start making like big moves to fuck with the year. And then, of course, you could, they die on accident, so it jump starts, 2-3 lives in a year. Anyway, sorry. I just went on a whole fucking Netflix. But hey, Netflix, we're pitching show ideas if you want to just throw money at us. I don't know if they're still doing that.
So,
what if, dude? What if we were Netflix producers? What kind of movie or show would you want to put together?
Something, I don't know. Something interesting, but I think I would want us to focus more on horror.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to pick a horror or something. Okay, so what kind of horror? So what if you could do a horror movie? Would it be a real slasher thriller? Would it be a paranormal thing like witches and fucking goblins, or creature feature like goblins and...
creature feature.
Oh, you like the creature? Dude, when was the last time we saw one of those? I guess
Godzilla.
Jinn. You ever see Jinn?
I saw Jinn.
Does Jinn count as a creature feature? Not really, right? It's supernatural.
Yeah, it's supernatural.
Because it's yeah, because it just buzzed off there at the end. Because Jinn is more of a supernatural one because
they're ghosts.
Jinn isn't a ghost, though. It's
not a ghost,
it's like
but
a genie.
It's a genie. It's a spirit, so it's kind of a ghost.
Ancestral spirit in Asian culture or something. Yeah. I don't know. No, not ancestral. They're just like negative beings. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to speak on things I don't know, Frank. What if I knew a damn thing about it?
Yeah, what if?
So what if you had to live the year over and over and it was 2020? What would you do?
I would...
Would you try and change anything politically? Would you ignore the travel restrictions? Would you take your chances going to Walmart?
Well, if everything's if everything's gonna reset, then I'd fucking try and warn everyone and all that shit,
But what would it matter if you couldn't change anything anyway? It just reset. Would you
just to keep me busy?
You don't think eventually you would lose your mind and would you, just lose your mind and start rampaging?
It would be more of like challenging myself to see if I could change the outcome of 2020, how many tries it would take me, and then after I change one 2020, then be like, okay, cool. Then I'll just
I know it could be done.
yeah, and then just be like,
Right? What if, dude? What if you could do something January 1st that completely eliminated Corona, eliminated all this fucking wildfires? It like nothing bad happened the entire year because you did one thing.
mm-hmm.
What do you think it would have to be? I think it would. Oh, what if? So what if? So I bet it would have to be something like mad, like you created like a god, like you become Dr. Manhattan or something. Fucking day one.
Sure.
What would it have to be?
I don't know. I'm liking this whole Dr. Manhattan thing because, you can just cure the fucking cancer. The fucking
Everything?
Rona. Yeah.
Cure everything.
Yeah.
He was a god.
Yeah.
He knew everything and just didn't care anymore. Like no, nothing matters. He was just a nihilistic fucking asshole in the end.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that movie, The Watchmen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching that movie by the end of the night, baby. Anyway, are we done with the what ifs?
Oh no, I got a few more.
Do we? Really? I thought we were done.
Yeah, I got 3 more. What if you could give your child a basic knowledge chip?
Oh,
to
so this
insert
is
in
the
his
Elon
brain?
Musk thing, right? Like
Yeah.
the Neuralink. What if we could all just all of a sudden be smart, but we can't do it yet, but they've developed it where it works in the adolescent mind because it's still malleable, right?
Mm-hmm.
The adolescent mind can adapt to it better. So I guess this is going to be like a basic knowledge thing. So it can only put in like math, language arts, science, like basic understandings of all these things. So up to what grade are we going to decide? Like K through 12, like all your high school knowledge
Yeah.
that you should know? And whose high school? Like this Mercedes high school that I went to, or are we talking like
Like Bel
Bel Air High School where they actually have money to give to teachers to teach a proper curriculum?
Whichever high school has the highest education.
Okay, so I wonder who has the best education
Me
out of the high schools in the
too.
union. Even it's got to be a private school somewhere, right?
Probably.
You would assume so.
Yeah. 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 Whatever fucking high school that is, up to their fucking lesson plans.
All right. So would you do it? Do you think it would be worth it?
I think so. Yeah.
It was just
But
a
then
clean chip.
Yeah. My question is, what happens when that chip is removed?
Well, it probably wouldn't need to be removed. Well, I'd say it installs and then dissolves like dissolvable sutures, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's my problem with it. It sounds like a fairy tale idea. It sounds perfect. The problem is what you're not getting is the ability. What you're not teaching those kids is how to learn those things. The
Right.
step by
Critical
step
thinking.
and the critical thinking.
Yeah.
And what do we have now in our critical thinking skills that we didn't have in the 1930s or the 1720s? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of critical thinking do we have now? Because we're taught at such a young age to think about nuances of language more than anything, because it's always something written down on paper that we have to understand. Like, well, if the comma is here, it's asking the question in a different way or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd probably say no. Like, nah, we'll just do it the natural way. I'll give my kid a dose of mushrooms or fucking something before he hits high school and he doesn't need therapy. And I don't know, man. I feel like there's always a natural method that you can get. I'd rather go the homeopathic route than implanting chips. That being said, if it comes to a point where we have the option to chop our arms and legs off and get bionic arms and legs and be, superhuman, I'd do that. I just wouldn't want to fuck with my, mental processing power. Unless it just, sped it up. Like the Limitless pill?
Yeah.
Now that I'm okay with. because it's just firing your brain's natural abilities. It's supercharging them. You know what I mean? It's not just like downloading something in there. Like it's taking what you have and enhancing it. And that limitless pill can be given to adults and shit. You know, I'd say like let people get to 30 years old, then we all get issued a fucking limitless chip and we become, you know,
Limitless.
the second tier of humanity. Looking down on all the plebes of the 30 and unders. Because that's, of course, what it would devolve into. Unless we're smart enough at that point to recognize that we need to cultivate a better society naturally. Yeah, so where are we at?
We are at 40 something.
40 something. So what did you think? Would you take a would you have rather had the chip implant as a kid, or would you rather take the limitless pill as an adult?
I'd rather take the limitless pill as an adult.
And what if you had the option for both?
Then I'd take both.
Would you?
Yeah.
You just screw the critical thinking skills that you need?
Well, eventually I'll fucking get the hang of fucking... Like, eventually I'll gain critical thinking skills.
You think it'll come in naturally at some
Yeah.
point anyway, just through natural day-to-day exchanges with people, right? Yeah. That's a good... that was a good one. I like that question. Hey, did we answer the 2020 question? I feel like we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, okay, sorry. What was the... So you said you had one more?
We got... We got the Monster Island one, and we got the Benjamin Button one.
Ooh, I like the Benjamin one. I'd say let's do that one.
Okay. So, what if everyone was Benjamin Button?
So we're all born old and grow young.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the exact same thing? I mean, he basically lived a normal life in that regard too.
Yeah.
It was just, well, he was a lot weaker though as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But then as you're dying, how did he die? Did he
By
just turn into a baby?
Yeah.
He grew smaller and holy shit, I vaguely remember that movie now.
Which is strange because he was born as an old man. He was a baby. But I guess...
Oh man, but then, I don't know, because it's the difference between dementia and fucking adolescent, prepubescent, the last 15 years of your life. I guess not, because that would go back to, and then you're just down to just being a kid. Now here's my question. Is your mental capacity also reversing as well?
Yeah. I
Like,
think
do you
so.
go back to the mind of a child at some point? Yeah, you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd just be the same thing. I don't think it would bother me. You'd grow cuter and cuter as you die, instead of uglier and uglier as you die. Instead, hey honey, the wife's home. No problem. The every couple episode cameo by my wife now.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think it would make a difference? I think it would be better just for the fact that you would well shit. No, the problem is if you're more fragile the first dozen years of your life because you're living like you're 90 or 60 or 70, whatever you are, then you're more likely to like break something and like have a bad disease that affects you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, they didn't address that.
They didn't address
The
that
whole
at all.
disease
Like,
thing.
yeah, what if he had gotten
Because he was born with
sick?
broken bones. Like,
He never got sick though, did he?
I don't think so.
And then the whole fucking movie.
yeah.
So we're assuming so yeah, that was just luck. I don't know, man. That was a much deeper question than I expected it to be. I'm completely off the... Okay. So what do you think, Frank?
I think it's like a fucking matter of ego. Fucking the whole reverse aging thing. You know, like it's the same shit, right? But
I'm
wanting to be fucking born old and dying as a baby, it's like an ego thing, you know? Like I can go back to my prime.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, but if everybody's that way, then it really doesn't matter. Because
Yeah.
that's just the way life is.
Yeah.
That's just the norm.
Just human processing of life.
Well, shit, man. That was a lot of what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the what ifs?
I think I'm gonna have fun promoting this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's been another episode of the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this one a hell of a lot more than I enjoyed doing the last one. That one kind of fell apart on me. I wasn't prepared. We'd had another guest drop out on us, believe it or not. But this one was due to better reasons, I assume.
Yeah.
We'll have our next guest on next week, guys. Just
Hold on tight.
Hold on tight. Hold on your crotch and rock this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com. You can find us at CI Podcast on Instagram, at Completely Inapp on Twitter, at what else, Frank? BitChute, YouTube.
Yeah, podcast on Instagram. No, you said that. Yeah, I think you covered it all.
All right, I'm done. I'm another one in the can.
Mm-hmm.
What do we tell the people?
Be excellent to each other.
Find you happy and try to be better today than you were
What?
yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
I say bye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.
Bye, Frank.
Okay.
Say bye, Tony.
Bye, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.